Alrighty guys, welcome back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode, we made it here to the Basel Institute of Science, where we got to meet up with all of our characters, do a couple side quests, including going to hunt down some monsters in a mine, and meeting with Towsend, the CEO of Vern, to try to get rid of some allegations against him. And so, after all that's completed, nighttime approaches and it's time for us to head over to the observatory. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Right.
It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, we have done everything up to this point. I totally forgot to mention we saw, Clammy back in, the last episode as well. Clam Soleus. If you were curious about the title of that, video, Clammy is his nickname that, Milliam calls, Clam Soleus. So, that's why we call him Clammy. But here we go. All we gotta do is head to the observatory, and then we're gonna be basically put on our route to go ahead and finish Reen's route number 2. Let's do it. The sun's beginning to set. Now's a good time to go stargazing. This is all thanks to Toa and her connection to her grandfather. Opportunities like these don't grow on trees, so I think I'll tag along. Proceeding to the observatory will cause the main story to advance, and unfinished things will disappear. Let's do it. Hello, Mint. Whoa, that was fast. Did you run all the way here from the aerotram station? Sure did. I want to check out the telescope too. Well, someone's excited. Anyway, shall we let ourselves in? Sure. Let me just use this key card. Oh, Mint, you're so excited. That's our Mint. Whoa, that's the latest in orbital optical telescopes, the Aquarios 2. By connecting it to a large terminal, it can correct wavefront distortions to enhance the visual clarity of the night sky. I see you're well versed on the subject, Mint. You can say that again. She's been more into this than Toa. Sounds pretty neat in any case. I'm looking forward to trying it out too. Same here. Oh, and that's the control terminal over there. That looks like the operation manual, and I think the other is Grandpa's research notes. Guess Professor Hamilton got them out for us. Okay, let's have a look at that manual and get this bad boy set up ASAP. Please proceed with caution if you would, lest we inadvertently spark an international crisis. That's my biggest fear, too. Quit being such worrywarts, you two. It'll be fine. Oh, wow. From what this is saying, there's a big terminal underneath here called the Aurora. Well, since we're here and all, I vote we take this chance to disassemble it and see what makes it tick. Yeah, vetoed. Adios, this girl. We better keep an eye on her before she lands us in hot water. This is at 7:12 p.m. Looks like our team is off to the aerospace. Or aerobase? Space base? I forget what it's called. I think it's space base. Are we about to get huge lore here? Because we're going to see into space. If it's voiced, it's huge lore. If it's not voiced, it's not huge lore.
All right.
Oh, well.
It's ready. I've set it to the Great Shadar Triangle.
I'm impressed. It can track astronomical objects automatically without a hitch.
Okay, I call first dibs. Whoa. That's not fair, Mint. It's the youngest person who should be given the first turn.
Guess she'll act her age when it suits her.
I'd say that's fine. It's hard to imagine her getting to be like this during her Black Rabbit days. Since we're here, let's say we take a little look-see ourselves.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mint, you've been hogging the telescope long enough. I want to see.
Allie, we're all taking turns.
Reen, Crow, you have to see this.
We're coming.
Time to find out what all the hype's about.
Wow. Instructor Toa's telescope was great too, but this... This view's on a whole other level, huh? It can reach over 1,000 times magnification. You can really feel the magic of astronomy. Hey, you're taking too long, Alti. I want to have another look. Alti is not my name. I wish Yuna, Milliam, and the others could see this.
Looks like the views really had an impact. It brings me back to when I was a kid. And I'd look up at the night sky with the boss, Ida, and the others.
I see.
The old Jaeger King, and one of your sisters in the Corps, yeah?
You should look too, Reen. You need to see it to believe it. I guess I can wait for you two to take a turn.
Oh, now you're going to take the high road.
All right. I suppose I'll check it out next if that's okay.
No need to be so modest. George and some of the others would be stoked to have a turn looking through this thing.
Yep, and I bet Angie'd really enjoy a peek too. Huh? What is it? Is something wrong with the feed?
No. I don't see any stars. Wait, but there's something. It's so far away. What is that?
What do you mean?
It doesn't look like there's any problems with the video feed.
The Zypha connection also remains stable. Maybe the IP's got all wonky or something? Let me see, Reen.
Sure.
What the? Everything's crystal clear!
Really? Let me have another look. Huh?
All right, enough joking around. Let's see what we got.
What?
Huh. I'm not getting much either.
What? What does that mean? Why can we see the stars, but Reen and Crow can't? You guys didn't just forget your glasses or something, did you?
No. I don't think my vision is the problem. It's more like...
Something fishy's going on here. At least, that's how I feel.
Let me take another look.
It's an unknown caller, and their ID is anonymous.
What is it? Something wrong?
Oh, good. You picked up.
Sorry to call you out of nowhere. I'm speaking to Reen Schwarzer, correct?
This is he. Can I ask who's calling?
No, best we don't talk about this over comms. But I take it you saw something at the observatory.
Is that not so, Schwarzer? And Armbrust too, of course.
Are these two...
Looks like someone was keeping their eye on us after all.
Alright, cut the cryptic crap. You know I'm here too, right?
I knew it.
Of course we do. We can't say anything over the phone. How about we meet up for a chat?
Sorry to be a bother, but we need you to meet us at a designated location. Immediately. Like we said, no specifics. But I'm sure you get the gist, Clausel.
Do we know those people?
Apparently Fee does.
Those are the two you've been working with on and off since last year, aren't they?
Yes and no. I wasn't a part of all that stuff back in March. But we did work together on the Almada incident. I guess we'd better get going then.
Where to, exactly?
The Artisanal District. They'll probably be waiting for us at the chapel.
Green's group left Mint to watch out for the observatory and made their way to the chapel in the artisanal district. Huh. Does this have something to do with their connection to the Divine Knights? I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense, right? Is that the two that see something different are the people who had the connection to the Divine Knights?
It's already dark out.
But I don't think...
Hey,
I mean,
you guys okay?
there's technically one other person I think that's alive that had a connection to a Divine Knight.
Sky. Yeah.
But he's a bad guy.
What did we see?
Could we look up?
And what
No.
does it mean?
There.
Yeah, it's Celis and Leon, obviously. But I guess Reen's never technically met them? Those must be our mystery callers. Damn, she got changed. Oh, from the
Oh, hey.
energy drink ad.
You actually showed up.
Sorry to do everything in such a roundabout way. Our security cards don't have clearance to get into the Institute.
Oh, please. If you wanted to trespass, a little Aerotram authenticator wouldn't have stopped you. That attire. Ah, I see now. You're Grossritter from the church. Guessing that puts you in the same camp as Gaius.
You're right on the money. The name's Celis Ortesia, the Fourth Dominion.
Okay, Celis.
Guys already gave me the rundown on you guys. Seems like you're a lively bunch.
Celis. Dude, I'll never remember it, Celis. This one's
You
Leon.
can call me Leon Balthazar, the 11th Dominion.
Dude, it would have blown my mind if you said, like, Leon.
The pleasure is all mine. Though I did meet some of you during the Retributive Tower incident.
Right. You came to our aid then. Yeah, I guess technically the Grossritter did show up. We just didn't see their faces. I've heard a lot about you two. You also go by the names Searing Flare and Glacial Rime, right? Oh, so you know about us, huh? Though you can forget those crummy-ass nicknames. Anyway, I know you guys from when we were dealing with Almada and the Marhian Garten stuff. I saw that outfit you were rocking back at the event, by the way. Pretty fresh look for a woman of the cloth. I'll say, Drax said a church lady would have heavenly legs, but hot damn did that fit take him to the next level. Do you think I chose to wear that skin-tight skank suit? As friggin' if. Ah, yes. Speaking of that event, there are certain circumstances that prevent us from acting out in the open. That's why we sought the help of Director Godi, who so graciously gave us the means to carry out our business on the sly. You're one sick bastard, Leon. There were other ways we could have got what we needed without sending my pride down the damn trash chute. But no, we had to cozy up to Director Degenerate. Just because I owe him one doesn't mean he gets to parade me around like a personal poster girl. They seem like a colorful bunch. It's a little hard to imagine they're Gaius' colleagues. True, but they're very dependable. They really came to the rescue during the illusory coup. Rewinding a bit, you said you're not in a position to act out in the open. Is that why you reached out to us like this? Well, someone's quick on the uptake. Seems you're keeping somebody waiting, so we'll try and make this brief. So, something's going on with the church, huh? I'd heard there was some bad blood between the Congregation for Divine Worship and the Congregation for the Sacraments. Yeah, afraid I can't really get into the nitty-gritty of that, though. Long story short, the squabbling between the Papal Guard and the Grossritter is over and done with. The book on that was closed the moment Her Holiness, the Pope Orestes II, revealed a certain person in April. What was unveiled on that day shook the very foundations of what the Grossritter thought to be true. Now the Dominions, us included, have been tasked with gathering information at the behest of that individual. As followers of the Church, there's a certain decision we need to make, and to come to it, we must first confirm some suspicions of our own. Ah, so that's your intent. I'm guessing whatever it is you're digging into is related to the space program? Yeah, more or less. Being honest, there's a lot of stuff they've told us that I just don't buy now. And perhaps some of the reason why is because of Schwarzer and Armbrust's account of things. Particularly the part about what you witnessed at the observatory. Do you have some insight into why we saw what we did? If you do, you mind just coming out and saying it? My ass is starting to get sore, so I just want to wrap this up and be on my way. Fine by me, but we can't talk about it here. How about this? Why don't you help us get into the observatory? Do us that favor, and we'll happily provide what aid to you that we can, including by answering your question. Alright, we'll take you up on your offer. It's not that we were given a cap on the number of people we could bring along, so I don't see a problem with that. But would you mind if I let Professor Hamilton know about this later? Yeah, we've met her before actually, so that's fine. Assuming you can manage that anyway. There's something going on we don't know about? We'll find out soon enough, but anyway, let's get moving already. Give us a moment to contact the Vicar and release the spell so the civilians may enter the premises again. Then we'll be ready. Celis and Leon entered another room where the chapel's Vicar and sister had retired to. After which they lifted the spell that was warding people away and the chapel lights came back on. Celis and Leon have temporarily joined the party. Furthermore, they can both trigger an awakening on the field, because they get to trigger their stigmas. And there's very few times in this game we actually get, in this series for that matter, where we actually get to use these two characters, so I will of course be putting them on the team. Leon, as you can see, is a little bit more of an arts user. We can compare him with 572 to pretty much anybody else, and he's going to be a little bit stronger than them, so go ahead and throw him on instead of Altina. And then when it comes to Celis, she is a pure raw damage dealer. Her defenses aren't nearly as bad as like Fee's are, but she is just like insanely strong. You can see she has 648 attack, but pretty terrible magic. She's pretty comparable to Reen, I would say, but I will be using both of them because again, there's not many options you get, or not many times rather, you get to use these two characters. Back in Daybreak 2, you only use Celis like one time in the story, and then you only use Leon twice, and both of them were very limited. And even, I don't even think you got Celis to join you in the Garten, because she joins for a time, but then I think she leaves the Garten, and I don't think she rejoins until basically post-game. So, like, you just don't get to really use her very much, and as you saw, she is only joining us temporarily. So, once again, I'll be using her as we go through just the ending of this, just because I like to use these characters that we only get to use for a limited amount of time. Gives them the chance to get their MVP titles, as well as you just get to use them. Oh, you guys are back. Took you long enough. Sorry for keeping you waiting so long. So who are you guys talking to on the phone? Is it someone I know? Do you know them? Ah, it's you, the sexy booth babe lady. I am not a goddamn booth babe. How'd you recognize me so fast? Even for a Thor's alumnus, you have an especially keen eye. And you were the guy on the mic who was getting everyone all hyped up and stuff. You know you've got a similar getup to a friend of mine named Gaius. Oh, do you have a costume party you're going to after this? Of sorts. Between you and me, it's for a film director Gotti has in production called Sister Reprobate, the Walking, Talking Public Disgrace. The hell he does? Ugh! Can we please stop digging around already? Yeah, even if it is pretty funny watching her get roasted to a crisp, this conversation's kind of going in circles. Right. So, Mint, these two are part of the Gralsritter, just like Gaius is, and they're here to help us. Can we just disclose that to Mint? I guess I didn't even know she knew about Gaius. Okay, I get it now. So according to Leo and Selly, there might be a hidden passage around here. Selly, you do realize I'm older than you, right? Whatever. As I was saying, it sounds like the telescope's feed's being altered somehow. Way I understand it, once it gets pushed to its limits, it'll pick up more light than it can handle, causing the view to get all blurry and stuff. In such cases, I suspect that some sort of mechanism automatically performs image correction. That's likely what allows the majority of us to see the night sky and its beautiful tapestry of stars, woven by the goddess's hand. Yet all Schwarzer and Armbrust can see of the correction is a vast, empty void. If all that's true, then this definitely isn't some ordinary mechanism we're dealing with here. And the fact that it's only me and Crow. This whole thing has ominous written all over it. I heard from Gaius you two were once chosen by the Empire's Twilight. Since that's done and dusted, though, I doubt that's the cause. Right, but a lot's happened to both Reen and me over the years. Could be any number of things that's influencing this. Reen, Crow. Well, let's put a pin in this for now. So you mentioned a hidden passage earlier. Is that where the big Aurora terminal I've heard about from the guild is being kept? Yes, it was damaged during the incident in Basel, but they managed to repair it. Allegedly, Ouroboros has even produced some duplicates. Oh, speaking of the Aurora, I did some reading up on it earlier. Its function is to manage massive quantities of calculations for the whole city of Basel. I'm thinking this telescope's image processing is being done by a different large terminal. So based on this, I assume it's further underground. Correct. The Aurora is stored directly beneath us. Seems there's a system that raises and lowers both it and the telescope in case the latter needs to be replaced. Feels a bit extra for a simple tech swap, if you ask me, but it sounds perfect for keeping something away from prying eyes. Yeah, and wouldn't you know it, that function is locked. Guess that's why the professor was comfortable letting us use the telescope. Wonder what those cables going down from it are for. Okay, Leon and I are gonna go check this hidden area out now. Goes without saying, we won't be getting the go-ahead from the Institute of Science, so what you're planning to do? Should you be vehemently against our course of action, then we'd be willing to relent for now. Though if having plausible deniability is your concern, then you need only look the other way as we act of our own accord. We'd be all too happy to share our findings after the fact. No, we're coming with you. We want answers about what it is that we saw, and we aren't leaving until we have them. There's no way we're going to leave you holding the bag. Now ain't the time for us to be making the capital on a whim. Additionally, I'm interested in seeing how this mechanism works, speaking as an associate member of the Foundation. Yeah, I'm sure the Guild would like to be in the know about all this too.
My grandfather visited this observatory 20 years ago. He wrote in his notebook about the first 10 years of the 13th century. He said, "We may see an event as revolutionary as Professor Epstein's own contributions, and the key lies in the Basel Observatory."
He really wrote about all that? I'm remembering right. To's grandpa was the president of the Imperial Academy before he passed away 10 years ago. The famous astronomer Professor Alfred Herschel. Sounding more like the crux of everything all the time.
As his granddaughter, I have a responsibility to see this through. Of course, I'll do my best to avoid looking at any secret Vern or Institute research as much as possible. I'll be sure to apologize to Professor Hamilton later, too.
Instructor Toa. Sorry. Feel bad about making you do that. Here, when the time comes, why don't I join you in apologizing to her? I wouldn't mind serving a slice of the humble pie, too, on behalf of the Guild. With this Van, I imagine he would have gone about his usual snooping without even pausing to consider asking for forgiveness. So, this is the Thor's MO, huh? I'll admit, I like the cut of your jibs. Okay then, with all that out of the way, let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned clairvoyance. Couple that with shard search, and we're sure to turn up a lead or two in no time. Indeed, it would be rather difficult to do this anywhere on campus other than the observatory. Oh, are you guys looking for like a secret panel or something? Did you try that wall over there? Wait, what? You found something already? Sure did. I took a look around the place while you were out. And I noticed this one part of the room, or this round wall that looked a bit misaligned. So I thought, hey, that looks like it can be moved. Probably. Is she for real? Believe it or not, she doesn't know her onions when it comes to technical stuff. Even someone like Professor Schmidt accepts that as fact. Yet, he won't miss a beat to air his grievances of her constant misunderstandings. Well, if it saves me the trouble of performing needless clairvoyance, you certainly won't hear me complaining. Great. Then you mind showing us which panel it was, Mint? You bet. Just give me 1 second. That's our Mint. Where was it again? Really should have seen that coming. Oh well, I'm sure it's somewhere along these walls. I suppose we'll need to utilize clairvoyance and shard search after all. My bad. I pass the baton to you then. And here we go.
I suggest you do a shard search.
There's our panel.
Oh, the panel went in.
And then we can grab this panel.
Looking around.
Here.
And a third panel right here. There we go. Rules of 3, baby. Booyah! Score! Seriously, this was here the whole time? There's simply no way this was part of the original building's design. Can't imagine why someone would build something like this unless it was to stop people from poking their noses around. Save the brain racking for later. We got a hidden area to explore. Keep your wits about you. There are the slightest signs of danger ahead. Yes, I noticed that much. I see your perceptiveness is just as sharp as they say, Divine Blade of Ash. Perhaps even sharper than our own mana sensing capabilities. I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm sure we'll still be relying on your clairvoyance up ahead. Alright everyone, if there's any last minute prep you need to do before we dive in, now's the time. Roger that. Understood. Alrighty then, let's go take a peek backstage, you guys. And let's do it. And here we go. We're down in the dungeon. Gosh, her weapon is just honestly so sick. You can see Leon has a like rapier. It's honestly pretty cool because it is almost like a rapier whip, kind of like a chain blade. But man, Celis's just huge greatsword is so cool. There's not many characters that just have like these massive weapons in these games. Typically they're very compact, but her just massive greatsword is so sick.
Based on the echo, it seems like
We're just gonna follow this. We will eventually reach where we need to go, but we're gonna have an event before we can actually do anything, so we're not gonna go too crazy until then.
You tagging along?
Yeah, Mint, why are you here?
Seriously? I don't have time to babysit, so try not to trip and fall to your death, got it?
This hallway is so long.
This is cool. Astrological Workshop Ruins, beneath the observatory. We're gonna have a boss fight, or I mean, not really a boss fight, but we're gonna have a special fight right here. So, damn, yeah, okay. I'll be the first to admit this is pretty impressive. Looks like middle-aged ruins. It definitely leaves an impression, that's for sure. It reminds me of the Black Workshop, even if the technology is of a different standard. It also reminiscent of Stargazer's Tower, the structure built by alchemists in Crossbell. Apparently, astrology was pretty popular in Basel during the Middle Ages. I've heard the rise of astronomy, along with the Institute and the Artisanal District, came about due to Central Eastern and Eastern influence. And as telescope lens technology improved, so too did the development of precision manufacturing. If I remember right, Basel developed into a hub for engineering due to the Verne Group's widespread influence here since the start of the modern age. Alright, enough nerding about the place with the unprompted history lesson. On the contrary, I think it could do a certain Dominion who neglected to even flip through the material provided to us on Basel some good. Also, Toa's always been a super diligent student, and Reen teaches history. They know their stuff. Do we have to fight Mint? Dude, that'd be so funny. I don't know who we're fighting here. This doesn't look like an artifact, so I wonder what's making it glow. Looks like she's dead set on coming along. I think it might be safer for you to wait upstairs. We've got no idea what's down here. Could be dangerous. Well, lucky for me, dangerous is my middle name. Besides, waiting around is boring. I'm sure I can help you guys somehow. Ah, look up. Up there. Aren't those the cables coming down from the observatory? She's right. That looks distinctly modern. It's not even 10 to 20 years old. In fact, I believe that may be the latest Orbital Network compliant standard. Huh. Okay, so what they're doing down here is old ruins like these? The situation is becoming more suspicious by the second. Okay, you two keep using words like suspicious and the crux of everything. You got something you want to share with the rest of the class, or... You told us someone higher up the church ladder put you up to an investigation, but not much else. Now that I think about it, I guess Kevin's also acting under orders of that person, isn't he? Schwinn and Nadia were acting a little unusual too. Could that mean all of this is connected somehow? Huh. You people are too sharp for your own good. Frankly, I'm not quite sure how to respond to such an inquiry. We'll have to table this for now. Oh, it's just some monsters. I thought it was going to be an actual boss fight. Dude, I was about to say, isn't this like that monster we fought? There was a game I was playing by myself, and there was a monster that looks just like this, made by a completely different studio. So I was like, wow, we already fought one of these. Nope. I mean, we probably did, but not what I was thinking of. The hell are these? I can confirm they aren't monsters. They may be some form of manifested apparitions. They kind of remind me of Grendel. Ah, these must be the things Elaine was telling me about. They're called... Oh my god, I was right. They're called demi-grendels. Yeah, this was from Daybreak 2. Yeah, we've seen a few of them a few times before, though they weren't this color, I don't think. Why might they be here of all places? Well, we can worry about that later. Stay on your guard, everyone. I'll back you up however I can. I'll help too. Orbital cannon, activate. Jesus, Mint. Wait, is Mint an actual support unit? Hold on, can I view this? Well, I can't view it from that. Well, not technically. Okay, Demi Grendel. Hold on. Hold. I need to check something. Hold on. Okay, I was right. The very first Ouroboros member we ever meet in the entire series, back in Trails in the Sky, 2nd chapter. I won't spoil anything for that game, but his last name is Wiseman, spelled the exact same way as this, Weissman. I don't know if they have any connection, but I can't put it past them because the Aurora was also used back in the Liberal arc as well. So the fact that the Aurora and these are named Weiss, that can't be a coincidence, right? Well, it could be. Either way, let's do it. I'm going to show off Niflheim first because I believe this has the bigger range. So let's show it off.
Now, return to dust from whence you came. Bring forth eternal serenity to a world stained.
I think his is so cool. I don't like Leon as much as Celis, but his ability there is just so sick. And then why can't I use Celis's? Oh, because I'm out of S boost. Well, let's just do this, shall we? Get rid of these demi-grendels. Bring them all in closer before I get to use Celis anyways. And then Fiamma Midgar. Let's do it.
Searing seal of mine, flickering in the abyss. Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness. Fiamma Midgard!
Yeah, hers is also like a chain blade. So cool.
Gotcha.
That's all I wanted to show off. We definitely wasted those S boosts. We did not need to do those. But it was cool, wasn't it? And then we'll just go bully this guy real quick. We're just gonna spam A with pretty much everyone to recharge all of our CP. Because we hit a ton of guys, though, it looks like his CP is already rebuilt. Kind of want to use his Awakening right off the bat here. We'll do a Stigma release, why not? Just do a little bit more damage while we're getting rid of this guy, since we don't want to use any more S-breaks. Okay, well. We could that's a waste. Let's see, do I have a... Nope. So let's just hit normally. I think that Fatal Bite has a chance to one-shot me. We're not gonna let it. And we get the stun right here. Perfect. And S boost. EX chain. And there we go.
Nice. That'll do it.
Nowhere close to enough.
Diligence yields results.
Even more? Oh, great. Looks like a whole swarm of troubles coming out of the woodwork. Seems our benevolent hosts are extending a warm welcome to us. Let's save the chit-chat for later. Right now, our priority is to follow these cables to the end. Fine by me. Guess you better show us what you can do. I'm detecting the presence of the higher elements. Proceed with caution, everyone. The path goes further down from here. Let's keep an eye out for traps. Wow, the higher elements here. You do not typically see the higher elements out in the open world unless something specific's happening. Usually it's something really bad when the higher elements are at play. But here we go. We're just going to go through this. I don't think this is going to be too terrible of a little fight here. Celis's, Fiamma, Midgard will probably get rid of most enemies as we run through this area. So we'll just be doing that. There are a couple palms we want to be careful of as we go through here. Yeah, this is very much like the... Ooh, so this is a timed thing, so you want to be careful. This is very much like the towers back in Crossbell. I know we haven't seen it in this Let's Play, but in the Crossbell arcs, there are some astrological towers. I believe there's 4 of them. One for each of the basic elements, I think. Maybe there's 3, one of each for the higher elements. Either way, though, very similar architecture. And we haven't seen that in a long time. So, ooh, this is a cool looking enemy. I'm going to go ahead and awaken. I want to see what we can do here. See how quickly we just clear this up. And if we combo that with a ZOC, then we'll hop into the fight on the stun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very easy to clear those guys away.
Right, let's get moving.
It's our first chest with a Celestial Balm. Well, I got hit there. And then up ahead, there's going to be some palms down the left path. So let's go right. Ooh, nope, I can't. Never mind. Okay, can't go that way. Oh, do I need to hit this first? Opens that door, opens that door. Does it open all of them? Perfect.
Looks like there used to be a
But we'll go this way first,
Somebody
so we can get some of the ZOC back for when we fight the palms here in a second.
Clear that someone or
And we get the stun, hop into the fight, use Midgard.
Wow. All we can do is keep
Grab this chest for a defense 3.
we have you to thank.
And very soon, we're going to start upgrading everybody's orbments. I know I've held off on doing it for a long time, but we are very close to being able to do that. Here are the fairy enemies. Ow. Oh, there we go. As long as we get these perfect dodges, very easy to clear out the enemies. There we go.
My.
And then let's go ahead and... What? Dude, was this a prank? Was it? ZOC, ZOC.
check it out.
There we go. We get the stun. Hop straight into it. And then finish it off with Flamma Midgard. Ooh, let me make it so I hit all of them. There we go. Perfect. Open my door back up. There's nothing in here besides the palms. We literally just came in here to fight them. But it is a level up to level 33 and 34 for my whole team. Let's see what we got here. Some Step of the Masses and Decoy. Deflects hate during command battles. So, ooh, well, it's really good for your casters. I was gonna say it's really good for your evasion tank, which it's not technically, because the whole point of your evasion tank is you're being a tank through evading, so you want more aggro. If you don't have 100% evasion, you do not want a ton of aggro, because those enemies are just gonna be, or those characters are gonna be weaker than other ones. Okay, we get the stun, hop into the fight, and let's do the same thing. Let's just EX chain. Dude, did Mint just combo with us? She's just worse Tita. She's not playable Tita.
Surprising result.
Keep bringing your
And we'll go ahead and head down to the next floor down here. Ooh, okay, we got the stun. Good, it counted. I didn't know if it was going to. Let's just flame a Midgard. And then down here, we will have a laser trap right here. Turn off speed up mode. Oh, ow, what? You can just run through this if you really wanted to. But I don't know. I actually don't know why it aggroed there. That was weird. It was like it was an enemy tracking us, but it definitely shouldn't have been. Got my Midgar. And then let's go ahead and get ready to deal with this. Open with our Dominion, and then, or our Stigma release. There we go, good stun. Hop into the fight. And we should do a one-shot. Perfect. Okay. So we can go left here to grab this chest. And then right, and we'll have another chest just north of us up here after we get past this guy. These are enemies that I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. We've probably seen most of these enemies at this point in this arc, but these are definitely enemies that were way more common back in the other games. There's certain enemies you only see whenever you're in areas like this that have the higher planes, and that's just one of them. And I don't think we've actually been to an area in the higher planes in this trilogy yet, other than like the Garten. We can break through here. I actually think, did we have to break through there? Yes, because there was nowhere else for us to go this way. And then we'll have some palms right here, so we're gonna try not to use our Zeo, see if we can avoid it. This is gonna be right to our right. We can actually just hear him jumping around right here. Doesn't quite kill, but that will. And the palms are right here. It's gonna probably shut the door on me again. Yep. Ooh, that's a lot of them.
A lot of foes. Stay sharp.
Oh, let me... Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, this is a lot of them. Azure Grion. Doesn't even kill the palms. Okay, let's see. Is this enough? Yes, it is. I don't think it would have been enough by itself, though. I think we needed Azure Grion either way. Oh, and yours didn't get pulled into that fight? Okay, well, we'll just quickly deal with you. There is still one more palm, but it's basically at the end of this area, so we can go ahead and use our ZOC however we want for the next little while here. And finish him off. And then we'll go ahead and leave this area. They're going to run all the way to the end here, but we got to get through these Grendels here, these Demi-Grendels. Oh boy. There we go. Got my Midgar. And all the way at the end here, we can find our next chest for this floor. And I think the last chest on this floor. Easy stun. Ugh, that sucks. Let's just be on my Midgar, and we'll have to recharge it. Ow.
Fine looking chest.
Red metal. Problem is, I don't mind getting hit because you're just losing HP, but we don't have a healing spot until the end, and I don't want to have to switch to Leon because I'd like Celis to be the MVP if we can help it. We'll go ahead and go down here. After these enemies, we'll have another laser door we got to get through. Ow.
Shall I take the gloves off?
We get the stun. Let's just do this. And let's hope the other... I was hoping he stayed stunned a little bit longer. That's fine. Brute force our way through here, get a little bit more CP built up. There we go.
Guess we win.
And here's another laser room. Run. Okay, and here we go. Down to the final floor now. We'll go ahead and just follow this pathway. We got these enemies right here. Let's see if we can get the break on you. Don't have ZOC active, so let's go here. Use that. I probably should have awakened first, but that's fine. I don't know if I stunned the big bird enemy. I definitely did now. I definitely did now. Let's go ahead and probably just hit this guy. And then Leon can kill this one. And then just deal with the guard here. Or Adepta Greed, was that the name of it? Good level up.
Leveled up.
And then down these stairs, we have this laser that's going to lead to this chest. Let's be careful as we go through here. Perfect. Ooh. Good stun. We'll just get a single one. And then... I kind of want to Azure Grion here, but... I don't really have a good enemy to target, so we'll do this because it'll hit the most enemies. We'll just have to brute force our way through this one.
Keep at it, Rain.
There we go.
That's the
Grab
power
this
of
chest for a U material.
Sensational proof of prowess, Reed.
And then, there we go.
Let's
Another Grendel to deal with here. Let's go ZOC. We do have a, the last palm coming up, so we want to try to build up our ZOC here in a second. Let's go. Flame on Midgar, hope it hits. It did not hit this one, unfortunate. We'll just brute force our way through this one then. I don't need to use anything else. Defend. So we get to go again immediately. Do I have anything that... I could freeze, but I'm not worried about freezing right now. I think we can probably just break him. So we can. There we go.
This firepower can still be hotter.
There was a switch. Okay, it's not right there. It's going to be further in.
Let's search around.
Let's end this quick.
Oh, I think the switch is going to toggle this room and let us get out of here. We'll just launch into it. Because I can't go through that door where that chest is. So I need to come back here. Oh,
Bringing your aid.
good stun. And we won't use CP on these guys. We really don't have much left in the dungeon. We're like coming up to the end very quickly. Probably have like 2 fights left, 2 real fights. I gotta be able to activate that. And I don't. Oh, well. That'll do it. And activate that. Unfortunately, you can't skip past this because it's not a real cutscene. But it does open all those doors, so we will, of course, run backwards. And if we run forward at this point, we're basically at the end of the dungeon. But we do have 2 more things we can grab here. So we'll go past this laser. Sucks because you just have to slowly walk. And there we go. Kusanagi. Ooh, actually, I want to look at that one because that sounds like, I don't remember it, but it sounds like a good one. Increase critical damage. Oh, yeah, it's critical damage by 100%. So if you have a big crit build on some characters, like I think Fee has good crit, Judith, I believe, has good crit as well, then you can do insane damage. Shut the door on me. Yeah. This is the final palms of the area, but it's accompanied by one of these big guys, so we will try to get the stun on this. Let's see, I might have to Dominion or use my Awakening. Okay, there we go. We got the stun. And I think the palms are still in this. Yes, they are. So we'll just go with a... I don't know how many this is going to hit. We'll just hit right there, try to kill as many as possible. Good stuff. It's just this palm left, and as long as we're, well, as long as we're landing hits, we'll be able to kill it. Cool. Or... it's just gonna... no, it doesn't flee yet. Good counter. I think I gotta just go for a freeze here. Hope it lands. Nope, and it escaped. That's unfortunate. We've killed so many palms at this point, it doesn't really matter. I was just hoping we could kill more.
Nowhere close to enough.
And right here, we can grab, I believe, the final chest with a Zerum powder. Now we're just gonna go ahead and run all the way back. I think we could respawn those enemies and try to fight that palm again, but because we killed half of them, I don't believe it'll respawn. Ooh, well... always love when this happens, huh? Let's use the Stigma release. I wanted to slow down time. Good stun. It wasn't him. That's fine. Oh, it was him. Never mind. Well, don't even need to use that S boost. We'll just hit normally. There we go.
Now then, let's continue.
And I think there's only 2 more little areas of enemies. It's this area, and then you can kind of see down there will be 1 more grouping we got to fight. Ow. Trying to get the stun on the big guys here, because those fairies are just going to die before I can actually get the kill. We'll just use Celis. We always can go into the Garten and recharge if we need to. And here we go. Final groupings of enemies. Just some Grendels, some Demi-Grendels. There we go, we get the stun. And let's just go ahead and Fiamma Midgar. And I know Celis is going to start with less CP for this boss fight up ahead, but we'll be fine. Make sure you heal, and make sure you drop a save, because there will be a bonus SP reward from this battle. So, let's do it, shall we?
What is that? Incredible. It's a combination of ancient and modern orbital technology.
Yeah. How did they connect the observatory's telescope to something like this?
Wait, this is the Aurora? It's a completely different color than in the manuals.
Looks like it's the same model as the original, but with something strange plugged in.
Yeah, that's a protogenesis.
Guess we were right to be suspicious.
Indeed. That device appears to be modeled after the ones Van and friends were collecting.
Oh, right. Elaine and Jin told me about them.
I heard they were the keys to all the incidents here in Calvert the past couple years. But surely this one is a replica, right? Not one of the real ones?
Correct. There are only 8 in the set, and they were brought together in April. Our intel hasn't suggested they were stolen. So this is something else.
As someone who got my hands on one once before, I can tell ya, they're definitely not the same. The whole design is totally different.
So whoever's running this place is using a counterfeit.
It might not be the real deal, but it's clearly got something to it. Don't forget it caused all that shit upstairs. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if it was capable of the original's power.
The real question is, why is something like this hooked up to a telescope in the first place? I fear we may need someone with technological expertise for this.
Asking someone else to do your homework. Talk about shameless.
I would be happy to be of assistance. My foundation training should come in handy. I'm no expert, but I can act as an interim software engineer. Count me in! Reporting for duty!
Try not to be careless, Mint.
We can probably use our Xiphus to help out with the processing.
It looks like we might be able to activate the device's administrative holo.
That should help. If we can disable the firewalls, it may be able to answer some questions.
Hey, Reen, Crow, you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine. Let's turn on developer mode then.
It might be more convenient than an Arcus, but it's still a pain in the butt.
I am Eos, the holo responsible for the Aurora Alba terminal. Administrator access confirmed. Security level 2.
I want to take another second. Weiss Grendel, Aurora Alba. That's the very first member of Ouroboros we ever met. There's no way this is coincidence.
Please state your inquiry.
Let's get started then. First things first, who put you in this Aurora terminal here? And when?
Aurora Alba and I were installed here at 3 a.m. on the Septian calendar September 1st, 1206. We took over duties from our predecessor, Capel 3, and began running calculations. As for who, I cannot respond to your inquiry due to insufficient security level clearance. My apologies.
Talk about tight-lipped.
Still, it's pretty impressive how easily it can talk with us.
It certainly is. It matches the fluency of even the latest holos. But I doubt there's any actual sentience behind it.
She said September 1st, 1206, right?
Yeah. The day the Empire declared war. The Battle of Jormungand.
So this scheme's been in the books for some time. I wonder if it's all related.
But the Xiphos wasn't even made public back then, which limits the number of people who could have done it. Yeah, to only a select few, no less. Wait, didn't it say Capel 3? Isn't that the high-speed computing unit from ZCF in Labura?
You're right. Though these days they're up to Capel 5, which is apparently compatible with the Orbital network. We even used it on our church airships for a time.
I take it the system's been around a while.
Probably. Let's see what else you can tell us. Here's a question for you. Since you seem to be wired into the observatory's telescope via this cable, what data are you sending back and forth with it? And how long has that been going on, including previous models?
I'll begin by answering your latter question. We have been working since July 12, 1189. The processing terminal at the time was the Capel Origin. This Aurora Alba is the 5th generation.
1189? So 20 years ago?
That long? And what's Capel Origin?
As I understand it, it was the world's first orbital calculator, developed by multiple countries working in tandem.
Doesn't that mean it would have been built by Professor Schmidt, Professor Hamilton, and Tita's grandpa?
As for your first question, I must apologize. I cannot answer due to insufficient security clearance.
I have another question then, Eos. We were looking through the telescope at the views that you adjusted earlier. And while most of us saw a sky full of stars, my friend and I only saw a blank, hazy expanse. How does something like that happen? Can you explain that?
Green.
Way to be subtle about it.
Maybe asking straight up isn't such a bad idea.
Yeah, it was sort of unavoidable.
Not to mention that with some of these hollows, an unexpected question can have interesting consequences.
Oh, you mean how it can sometimes bypass restrictions?
I suppose I can say that there are 3 possibilities. The first is that you are providing me with false information. Second, someone may have hacked into the system and broadcast a different feed only when you two observed it.
I don't buy it.
I suppose those would be the most plausible solutions.
The first option may be plausible if it were only Crow, but since Reen was affected as well, we can safely exclude that possibility.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Eos, how likely is it that the feed's been hacked?
As no external interference has been detected, I can confidently say that the odds are no more than 0.03%. As for the third possibility, perhaps the two of you are the only ones who saw the true feed.
Huh?
That's...
Hold up. If that's the case, then...
Wait a second. Don't you think that conclusion is more than a little illogical? Yeah, that would mean that the stars we've been looking at weren't there.
You're right. Seeing that beautiful view through the telescope is one thing, but stars are there even for the naked eye. That's true enough. Which means there has to be another... Huh? Green? Crow?
So I guess that's the cards on the table. Any ideas?
Something must make the two of you fundamentally different. Was it the Retributive Tower incident? Or perhaps something you saw at the end of another version of the Twilight?
What? So back in Trails of Cold Steel 4, there were 2 different endings you could get, and the only way to get the true ending was to first witness the first ending. Is he saying right here that our characters witnessed both endings?
Huh? What do you mean?
You might not know, since you were on the Courageous too, but when we settled things at the Imperial Fortress, it felt like there was another course events could have taken.
Huh?
During the Retributive Tower incident, this other course was calculated and simulated, and we resonated with the being that resulted from that. But still, I can't help but feel that's not the whole picture.
That's...
It can't be. Arkwright's group experienced something similar. Could this be just like when the school was taken over by terrorists? The 3 days in the illusory coup as well?
Yeah, I think it might be.
All I heard was things got rewound, and more than once. Doesn't sound like it was on a huge scale or anywhere near as bad as the Twilight. Still, what if those other outcomes, which everyone remembers as just dreams, were things that actually happened?
Forced resets that allow you to redo events several times to avoid unwanted outcomes. And all the discarded results are then archived to be added back into the final observational outcome. Elaine's the one who told me about it. She was there in the spring, when she got the story from a certain someone.
I see. I know Lloyd and his friends also experienced something similar. It might not be exactly the same phenomenon, but that's beside the point. In that alternate course of events at the end of the Twilight, Crow, Milliam, and I might have seen something.
Milliam too? It can't be.
I just realized there's been so many... I gave Daybreak 2 a hard time because we kept going back in time. But this has happened a lot. There were multiple innings of Cold Steel 4. There were... back in Trails to Azure, I believe, or Trails to Azure, your characters, or maybe it was Trails to Zero, your characters died, but then when you get to that point, and you see that right at the beginning of the game, but then when you play through the game, you have a chance to change what happened. Is this entire thing, all these octogeneses and other things, are they just basically taking us to different dimensions where different things happened?
Finally, we're getting to the meat of it.
And just what was this phantom memory that may or may not be true?
Well, we took our divine knights to the edge of the skies to seal the root of the problem. I'm wondering if that's got something to do with...
Might want to keep the rest of that story to yourself.
What?
Kincaid too? Huh? What's she doing here?
Shit, look who it is. And with the silver-haired girl along for the ride.
We were careless. The vice captain and the president's right-hand man are one thing, but we didn't account for her.
They had to wait for us to finish all the hard work before showing up.
Hey, she the one you mentioned? That secret sister disciple of yours?
Well, you could make the argument that I was Master's secret disciple.
Nah, Master spelled it out that as the wielder of the Black God, I'm the secret one. I'm Shizuna Rem Misarugi, Ikaruga's second in command. I spy 3 faces I haven't seen before. As for Fi, Toa, and the 2 Dominions, it's good to see you guys again. Oh, and same goes for you, Reen. It's been, what, a year and a half since we last met?
Yeah. When we saw each other in the mountains of Longlai on the way to Konlone. And it's Kuragane, right? Been a while.
It has indeed, Divine Blade of Ash. On that day, I had acted discourteously. Which is why it is disappointing that we should meet again under these circumstances.
Is that so? I'm unfamiliar with the others, but I assume you brought them here, Kincaid.
Your assumption is indeed correct. The Vice Captain here has come as part of an agreement.
Greetings, Thors. I am Ashlad, a member of the Papal Guard. It would appear you've been coerced by some troublesome company.
Huh? And just who the hell are you calling troublesome?
We're simply fulfilling our mission. I ask that you please refrain from throwing around false accusations.
I'm just impressed you found the place. I should have expected as much from a Dominion. As long as you aren't here to cover up certain truths that have come to light.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean.
Looks like you guys aren't all on the same page. What the hell brought you down here anyway? Just so you know, the person in charge did tell us we could use the observatory however we liked.
That's right. It looks to me like you're the ones trespassing.
You're not wrong. While I could have gotten a warrant without any great difficulty, at this point, I can definitely confirm that we're in the same boat. So I would be more than happy to share some details about that system you've been interrogating. But if I do, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to give up on your trip to the capital. You will be waiting quietly in your designated lodgings until the day after tomorrow, after the rocket launch is successful.
You don't say.
Are you suggesting that if we turn back now, you won't cause us any trouble?
That I can promise. However, you can expect your visit to the capital will be under CID surveillance.
Aw, come on. Isn't that a little too heavy-handed? It's only natural. They are the country's intelligence agency.
Ah, so that's how this is gonna be.
Eos, good stuff with those answers earlier. Just need you to follow up with one more favor. Gather any and all info related to that third possibility.
Perhaps the two of you are the only ones who saw the true feed.
And once the data is compiled, please transfer it to the terminal you're currently wired to.
Oh.
So that's your plan.
Boldly done.
Affirmative. I will now begin compiling and transferring all information pertaining to that possibility. This task will take approximately 10 minutes to complete. Please stand by.
Only 10 minutes? Man, that's hardly enough time for any kind of memorable bout. That temp sword of yours isn't looking too shabby, though.
It's the same one you cut in two before. I had it reforged. I may still be inexperienced as a divine blade, but I'll fight through any odds.
That's the spirit. Now, why don't we start with a little warm-up?
Whoa.
Rin.
She plans to go even further than before.
Much as I'd love to let you take her on one-on-one.
Agreed. They'll have to wait for another chance for their duel. Now, as to the reason for you acting of your own accord, I'll do all I can to uncover the answer.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh dear. I suppose it's up to me to clear your unfounded suspicions.
Hey, Fiendish Four Eyes. You gonna show us how you and the CID were able to keep Rufus on a leash?
That was more the division chief's doing. Now, I wonder how you've progressed since becoming a free agent. I'm already impressed with how you handled yourself earlier today. Perhaps we can build a working relationship.
Think you could put a leash on me now, too?
In any case, we won't be backing away from this chance.
You know, I think we should treat them as trespassers. Let's take them down.
Threat levels estimated to be between SS and SS. Maximum coordination required. We've got 10 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. As long as we can hang in there, we'll win!
Now then, let us begin!
This is crazy. Holy guys. Well, to get our bonus objective, we need to defeat all enemies except for Shizuna. To win, we have to beat Shizuna. Essentially, that just means you have to beat everybody else before you beat Shizuna. They have a little bit less HP, but Shizuna's just in the way. So to counteract that, we're going to be getting all up in her business. Let's go ahead and Enlighten Spirit Unification. And let's go ahead and just target down probably Ashlad. If I had to guess if anybody had healing, it'd be him. Ow. And then, unfortunately, Fee is going to have to be swapped out here. Let's go ahead and double S boost, focusing Ashlad. And then hit Ashlad after we get a Stigma release. And hit him again. And then, sorry, Fee, I gotta change you out. It's very unfortunate, but I have to have Crow in here specifically so he can do his boosts. So let's hit here. And then Crow can as your resonance. And then finally, we can go ahead. Can't really do much here, but we will double punch here, hitting Ashlad. That kind of sucks. And then let's have a Niflheim go off, hitting everybody. Okay, good stuff. We froze most of them. And then I think an Ashen Slash would be good to go next. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I should. Oh, I might go down here. We're fine. There's not like we don't have a restriction on this. They're gonna ZOC. So I wanted to use my. Yeah, that's a problem. So Shizuna can use this, and now I think they dodged 3 attacks. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah, so I meant to throw up a shield before this.
Just think of this as a test of your defense.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, that's really bad. Yikes. Well, we will try our best here, don't we?
Thanks.
That's just that's a fluke on my part, unfortunately.
My move now.
Let's go ahead and use this ability. And then, here's the thing. An Azure Grione might do enough to drop some of them, but it also might not, okay? We're fine. We got rid of Kirugane. But the problem is, we're just in the same spot we were just in a second ago. Holy. Holy. Yep, okay. That's my own fault. Let's retry this. That was so dumb of me. So we're going to start with Enlightened Spirit Unification. Focusing Ashlad again. Yeah, what I should have done is I should have used my defense before I used that S-Craft, and I would have been totally fine. Let's go ahead and Stigma release. Targeting Ashlad again. And hit him again. And then we can go ahead and swap in Pro, who can once again hit Ashlad. And then hit Ashlad again. Oh no, that was dumb, but that's fine. And then we will just Shield Surge. And let's hit Ashlad. Now we're fine. Spirit Unification is a problem, but we wanted to wait because
I'm afraid I will not be holding back.
Holy. This is brutal. We haven't got a chance yet, and Crow goes down immediately. Holy. Okay, let's get Crow up. Shall we? We have a lot of Celestial Bomb EXs. Let's just hit Crow with that. And then what I want to do is I want to actually get rid of that freeze on Reen. There we go. Good stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use another Shield Surge, pretty much just as a precaution here. And then let's go Ashen Slash. And then we can Niflheim. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we're going to be in a better spot we were a second ago.
You've truly outdone yourselves, Thor.
And then Celis should get rid of... Okay, we got a break on somebody, but we also... I think we got rid of all of them.
I leave the rest to you.
Yes, we did.
This is better than I imagined.
And all that's left is Shizuna. And she unleashes her S-Craft, but we are in a much better spot than we were a second ago, just because we did timing much, much better. Let's go ahead and get a hit in. Perfect. And then we can Shield Surge and hope for the best. Good stuff. Spirit Unification is a problem, but there's not really much we can do about that, unfortunately. Ooh, Leon is in a good spot, though, because we can Stigma Release. Double hit here. Good stuff. And then double hit again. Ooh, miss. Unfortunate. Ooh, Celis got something. Either way, we'll hit twice. As long as we don't miss, we're good. And then Shield Surge. Good stuff. And then Punch again. That's fine. Ooh, she's trying to heal. Can we cancel that? If this Crimson Leaf Blade lands, we do. That's an impede. It missed. Unfortunate. She's going to get a little bit of, I think, more insight, which is a problem. But not much we can do about it, unfortunately. As your Resonance again. Give us the boost. Yeah, we're not in a great spot. Let's go boost. We just have to hope. Let's go ahead and Polaris Shield. Good stuff. We landed the hit. Then we can go again. And then Flame on Midgar.
Time has come.
That's it.
What do you say we settle
That's a fight.
this? A fight to the death.
What? Shizuna?
I accept, Shizuna.
Excuse me? We're fighting to the death?
That'll do it.
That should be the bonus SP as well. I don't know if it'll give us to us yet or after the cutscenes. Nope, there we go. 3 bonus SP. That's it for the chapter. Enjoy the scenes. So who won?
Oh. Splendid.
Not bad. You've grown quite a bit since last time. You've taken your friend's thoughts and used them to bolster your will and your power with it.
You, on the other hand, stand alone. So how did you possibly get this strong? Just what was it? Just what on earth did Master Yun Ka-Fai teach you?
Oh, it's pretty simple, really. To prevent this world's destruction, our master instructed me in the ways of the Black God. Black God One Blade, a dark sword style passed down through thousands, no, untold generations. In the same way that you must best me in battle, in order to obtain your true blade. Me, you, Van, and all in this world must face a truth that transcends reason in order to measure our own worth. Well, seems Akagarasu's awakened. It's the 13th night. Might be a couple days early, but what say we put an end to this?
Then have it your way.
Rain!
Crap. There's no stopping him now.
Yeah. The next strike will probably be the last.
Please.
Sorry for the wait. All information relevant to your query has been compiled and transferred to the connected device as requested.
Bro, what?
Ah, shoot. I did it again, didn't I?
Altina, grab the laptop.
Mission complete.
Next is figuring out just how we'll get out of this mess.
Well, well. You managed to hold out.
It would seem we did not go far enough.
What?
Calling in Alpha 01. I need you in here ASAP.
Iscariot Squad number 0. Deploy. Rogetsu 2, I await your arrival.
You gotta be freaking kidding me! Reinforcements?
Don't tell me they had them wait at the observatory just so that Reen wouldn't sense them.
Correct. They'll be here in 3 minutes. So, are you ready to concede?
Even if you manage to get past us, we won't stop until you've been caught. Surrender yourselves.
There are a few considerations we ask that you keep in mind regarding your data transfer. First, all information regarding the alter core powering this terminal has been erased. This is due to restrictions specified by the system's designer. Furthermore, the system is unable to confirm the nature of what lies beyond the canopy. As such, all we can do is provide you with what relevant information we can on this discrepancy. Lastly, regarding the interference of high-performance telescopes across the continent via the orbital network and septium veins, we recommend against making this information public to avert widespread unrest. That will be all. We look forward to serving you in the future.
Shit. So it really was the third option.
Although I didn't want to believe it.
And yet there's no longer any room for doubt. The truth is, a lie is being peddled.
Hold on a second, that can't be right. You're saying that the stars we saw through the telescope were just a fake image made by the terminal?
And for some reason, Reen and Crow could look into the telescope without seeing the fabrication? So they could see something that's being hidden from the rest of us?
It sure seems that way. Like I'm seeing what the other me saw.
Yeah, but hell if I know what it all means. Still, something tells me the rest of you have some insight on that, don't you?
Well, I won't deny it.
Come to think of it, the space base was named by the president himself, yeah? I'm impressed. Seems like you guys are up to speed on your Eastern terminology.
Zeku Space Base. Is that Zeku as in void?
That doesn't pertain to you. Simply focus on fulfilling your contract. Still, I never imagined you would stumble onto such crucial intel. It seems we'll be forced to increase surveillance personnel until the project reaches its conclusion.
We're not getting out of here at this rate.
Wow. Things really went exactly the way they said they would. Huh? Mint?
You're Thor's head mechanic, Mint Braun, aren't you? As I understand it, your uncle reported directly to Professor Schmidt, and you're something of a favorite of the professor's.
I don't know that I'd use the word favorite. Huh? Why not? The professor and I get along great. Well, whatever. You guys are all cool with blowing this joint, right, Reen? Sully?
What?
Mint, what are you about to do?
Let's do this. Go!
What are you doing, Mint?
Could that be Elsheim's jewel arts?
Oh,
Seems
the prince.
I arrived
Yeah.
at the perfect time. Wait, that's Elsheim's.
Prince Sharid?
Mint had him on speed dial?
I didn't expect to see you here, Your Highness.
Yes, well, unfortunately, the embassy canceled the upcoming celebration for the day after tomorrow. Reen, Crow, your machines are now connected via the spirit veins. Why not try calling them remotely from here? I don't think it'll be any trouble for you.
All right. Now you're talking.
I won't let you.
We could say the same to you.
Do it! We'll keep them busy for ya.
To me, Tearfing S!
That's cool. I wish they would have, it's unfortunate it's not their Divine Knights, but it is cool to see them summon them the same way. I don't even know who's on my side anymore. Like, everybody except for my main characters knows what's going on with this space program, and yet people like the Prince of Elsheim are with us, and so are Celis and Leon. Kevin presumably is too. But then, like, why is Ashlad not? Why is Shizuna not? Who is on my side and who's not if everybody except for me knows what's going on?
Now, am I forgetting anything else? If not, then Mr. Kincaid, Vice Captain, and Ikaruga, it's been a pleasure.
Sorry to cut this short, but we got better places to be.
And tell your collaborator that the time has come to make a choice. One that won't dishonor the goddess we serve.
How dare you?
Reen! I've got a message from our teacher. I'll be waiting for you come the promised day, in the land where the heavens turn.
I'm in your debt, Shizuna. I'll be sure to pay you back. Next time.
Sure you will. You better believe I'll be looking forward to that day, Reen.
What is that? Teleported? What's that? 机门转甲? Activate clairvoyance.
Dude, what the heck is going on? This is a long episode. I didn't realize there'd be so much story stuff here. I mean, this is only like right past the halfway point, too. We just got so much story implications. That is insane. They can view the visions that the other them had. That means, like, the entire Crossbell crew is cracked out of their minds. Holy. Because they all witnessed it. And Milliam. Milliam also could view this because she was very similar to Renan Pro.
Oh boy, talk about a close shave! Isn't this the prince's private airship, the Horvatat?
You must be tired, everyone. Mint especially.
Prince Sharid, thank you for coming to
Okay,
our
well,
rescue.
Sharid, Lila, and Director Godi are on our side.
Hell, don't tell me this clown's in on it too.
You better believe I am.
My apologies. The circumstances being such as they are.
Oh dear. It seems everyone
Can we get rid of this
or
effect?
someone is involved in this mess.
You're not kidding. Is the guild really the only group left in the dark at this point?
Yeah, because you'd all be on the same side.
I suppose you could say it was to deceive the enemy. And look, your rides are here.
Yeah, if the guild was all knew what was going on, the guild would all... Dude, you wouldn't be able to stop the guild.
Remote control, huh? Talk about impressive tech.
You're a lifesaver, Your Highness. But is it wise to continue like this?
Not to worry. We're leaving Basel's airspace. I recommend setting your Panzer Soldats to follow automatically. Horvatat, full speed ahead.
Aye, aye, sir!
I am so excited to see where this story goes. Like, it makes me think that the president would be a good guy. Because, like, why do the... What is the difference between what the president and all of these people want versus what
The escape of
Ouroboros
Mother
wants?
Celis and Father Leon changes nothing. We proceed as planned. Contact the 5th. We'll close the net around the target and the others at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
the
yeah,
goddess
contact
wills.
Kevin.
The assignment here is complete. Now it's time to prepare for the final mission.
Scatter to the winds and assemble at the appropriate location.
Understood.
And what is it you're planning, Princess?
Haven't you guessed?
You can't be serious.
Why not?
We've begun
She's gonna go back to Van.
As you ordered, the system has not been shut down, and we have not touched the white device.
We've already alerted the Institute of Science and the Vern Company that we're seizing control of this facility.
Good work. Please also inform CEO Townsend that it will only be for a few days. I'm also initiating a Level 4 executive order. Prepare for a top-secret warrant to be issued shortly.
Roger that, sir. I'll notify the CID and the police.
You want arrest warrants for those 2 knights, the people from Thor's, and even the contingent from the Principality of Elsheim?
No, let them be. They can do whatever they please.
Huh?
Then who's the warrant for?
That would be Professor Latoya Hamilton. As a person of interest in relation to a case dealing with continent-wide deception.
So is Hamilton with us? Man. Okay, we're gonna what lies beyond the canopy end. We're gonna be winding things down here in a second, but I just want to talk about like some things. First, we get our Spriggan report. We should get 24 plus a bunch here.
You guys did incredible.
Should get an additional 1 for the Orbital Lock. Should get 1 from Grim Garden because we beat it. 3 for defeating a monster in the Grim Garden, and 1 for the challenge battle. As well as 3 for the drone training. So 24 in total, plus everything I mentioned there. You could theoretically get 2 more if you got the S rank, but we did not get the S rank in the domain yet.
Nice work, everyone.
Please be Celis. Yes, it is. Nice. So I want to talk about quickly, we'll go ahead and make our save, but I want to talk about the people that currently we don't know their relationship. So we know that pretty much everybody knows what's going on except for us. So you have Hamilton. But the problem is if Kevin's tracking down Hamilton and the CID's also now tracking down Hamilton, so you have the Ouroboros Society. We will never know what they're up to until probably the very end of the game. Then you have the President and the CID, which are against us. Ikaruga, which is against us. But then that brings up, like, Van. Are Van, Reen, and Kevin not on the same side in this? And, like, sure, gameplay-wise, they're going to be because they have to be. But, like, when we get to the finale, are all 3 routes just going to continue being 3 different viewpoints that we see the same events from? Like, Van currently is chill with Shizuna, but Shizuna's trying to keep things away from Reen. But Van's kind of dealing with Ouroboros, whereas Kevin is kind of dealing with Hamilton and the fake Genesis, and Reen's dealing with apparently the truth behind the space program. So, like, are they all 3 just going to deal with completely different issues and have nothing to do with each other? Or is this somehow all going to, like, circle back to being, like, all of them trying to stop the space program? Which, again, you have 2 options. Space program, good. Space program, bad. We know the President wants to send it to space because that's the whole thing. My biggest question is, where does Ouroboros stand in this? Are they for the space program or against it? I have no clue because they haven't told me anything. And it just brings up a bunch of questions I have. But either way, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. Next episode, we get to hop into Van Route number 2, Alter Dawn. I will see you guys then.